Hey, what's going on? Heading back from a trip, heading back home. Figured I would do the voiceover for the vlog, and I figure I better show my surroundings so it doesn't sound weird when you hear all kinds of car noises and everything like that. But we've had some work, some other work other than the school district, and then we went back to the school district to finish day 3 of production. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to show day 3 of production of the school district just so I get that out of the way. And the next vlog will be of the other gig that we had. So here is day 3 of the school production with the whole cart and the whole fast setup, everything like that. Just day 3 on that. And then we'll move on from that next week. So for those of you who are not subscribed or haven't seen any of one of my other vlogs, I've been ranting and raving about this brand new cart that we got. We picked it up at NAB this year. NAB was fantastic, had a great time. And we picked up this cart for a really, really good price. And it's been just night and day. We used like a old Husky cart that you can get from Home Depot. And we were like, no, we need a production cart. So we picked this one up, and it's been everything that we could ask for. And the cart is made by a company named Salins, and it's not an innovative. So, we didn't have the budget for an innovative, or we didn't want to pay the price for an innovative. So we ended up looking at other ones. Pro-Am was going to be the top of the list, but then we came across this cart, and it was excellent, and it just had so many more features for a better price, and so we took it. Anyway, right here, what we're doing is we're getting some shots, or I'm preparing to get some shots. And as you can see here, Josh stole the gimbal from me, so he took the shots. What we're doing here is we're getting some charging stations that are at the school here, and it has to do with some of the programs that the students can enroll in. And so we're getting some B-roll of a Tesla, we're getting some B-roll of the filling stations, and we're getting a student to kind of plug it in, just get some B-roll. We're just going to start with some B-roll. And I brought out my monitor today. We didn't use our regular 21-inch monitor that we have for Story King Studios, but we used my 15-inch. And the difference in brightness was not that big of a deal, but the difference in the screen, as you can see here, when we go back down to it, the 21-inch has a matte finish over the screen, so it doesn't matter how bright the sun is, you can see. As you can see here, that glossy finish just gets all up in the way. You can see my phone. It's like I can't see the screen unless it's bright enough so we can see the image. And it's fine in person, but as I'm recording into it, I just see so much glare. So I'm gonna buy a matte sticker that goes over it so that this way I don't have to deal with that. We can see it at all angles and whatnot. We finished up here. I took the gimbal, saw some shots that I wanted to get, so I picked it up and we got some shots. Of course, we didn't see that because I wasn't recording myself. And Josh is getting some close-up of hands and some action. Here's some other things that that we're going to concentrate on is we're either going to get some bungee cords, because you see that thing wobbling as we go up the ramp. We're thinking about that, or that's the cheap and easiest way to do it. Or we can get one of those extending arms that have like the little forks that stick out that can kind of hold it like a fork. But then we're going to have to deal with, the bottom of it swinging back and forth. So, and anyway, here we are going in to get some more B-roll of this mechanic shop. It's kind of like a dual mechanic shop. That B-roll that we were getting with the charging station, that has to do with this class here, because they are doing a lot of conversions from gas to electric motors. There we are, just getting some B-roll, and I'm actually setting up a little bit on the ring, and it's like, that's why I love the cart, because I can do the setting up. But sometimes if I forget something or I need to adjust something, I gotta put that thing on my lap, and then I'm adjusting it. Now, we did buy an easy rig for the purpose of using it with the ring, and we've just been neglecting to bring it out. And we are quickly reminded every time we're shooting with this thing, and my shoulders start to burn like crazy after holding it for a few minutes. We're getting some B-roll of welding going on, and I really love that. And like I said before, we are using those anamorphic lenses for this particular shoot, and so it came out real nice, the flares. As you can see in here, we're indoors and the monitor looks great. Back to our setup, same thing as the other days. We're using the 300 by straight into the silk, the 4x silk. This one's actually a 40 by 40 inch silk. It's not a 48 by 48 because it fits into the CRV that we're currently using. But as you can see, it looks great. Brightness is great. The thing I love about this shot is that there was so many colors in this room: blue, orange, red, green, yellows. It's just, I loved it. It looks great. As you notice, the neg is sitting there on the cart. We did not have to use it. The outside light was bright enough, and then we brought in our key light, and it just, he didn't have very much bounce on anything to bounce off of to come back on his right side, so we didn't have to worry about it. Lately, I've been liking to film time lapses of us, setting up and breaking down, and as you can see, this is about what, one photo per minute, I think. I'd have to double check. I'm not 100% sure. Regardless, it takes a while to take everything off, put it in the vehicle, button this thing up, and put it away. Which is why getting a production van is the next thing on our list. And that guy goes on my lap. Say hi, Josh.
Hi. How's it going? How much do we scratch this lens?
Look at that huge bag. Big old doctor bag for the FX6. $100.
Crazy deal time.
Deals.
Thanks, Mike.
Back at another classroom to get some more B-roll. I was getting that ring up in my hands without having to reposition all of my hands, get my knee up there. I just kind of bounced it up and grabbed it. Just getting some B-roll of the music teacher teaching some lessons. You can't see them from this angle, but he's giving vocal lessons while on the piano to the students. So real quick, as Josh is here setting up the gimbal to go and film some B-roll, you'll notice that as I zoom in on it here, I have a Axoon CineView transmission system, as well as to the right there you can see that there was a Hollyland receiver, and we're using both systems, and the Hollyland is sitting on the FX6. And the reason for that is because I just picked up that Axoon, and the reason why I picked up the Axoon is because the Hollyland, I believe, can only transmit to up to 4 devices. That's including another receiver, and then another, if you start using iOS devices or anything like that, that takes up the 4 that you can do that with. And finding, the model that Josh already had with the Hollyland system is actually pretty hard to find. So I ended up buying something new because I got that monitor, the 15-inch OC monitor, this monitor here. And so I wanted to buy my own transmission system, so I ended up going with the Axoon. It was a good price. I've been hearing such good things about it, and it actually has the ability to transmit to more devices than the Hollyland with the current Hollyland model that we have. So I ended up going that route. But anyway, and I want to give a quick explanation as to why we have all this gear. The monitors, the transmission systems, the FX6, the FX3, the ring instead of just like the Ronin RS2 or the RS3 or whatever. What's the deal with the ring? What's the deal with everything? It's because we're trying to level up our clientele. We used to be run and gun videographers, and now we're trying to be more of a established production house that gives a higher level of production to our clients. And so we put on the show of filmmaking, so that this way the client feels like they're getting what they paid for. We all could, put out a good image, but we also want to show that we know what we're doing. And when you put on the show of filmmaking, the people feel like, I got my money's worth.
Oh yeah.
I didn't get to point this out yet, but check out this. I know most guys will actually put like carpet. This is actually a pad that came from the company Salins. I know I need lotion. Don't judge me. this is like a mouse pad. It's like a mouse pad. It's soft. It takes care of your camera equipment. And I really like that. I thought it was really brilliant. We didn't get one from the company immediately because we bought it off of a show floor. So there's some things you're just not going to have. We talked to them. They took care of us. They sent one out. They sent two out, one for the bottom and one for the top. Perfectly cut. Because actually finding this online is very hard. When you're looking for this mouse pad material, all you're going to find is actual mouse pads. So just wanted to point that out. It's really cool. So be on the lookout for that official review that I will do of that cart. Josh will also do one as well. You can find his channel on Story King Studios here on YouTube. And as usual, I like to do the setup and the breakdown and show it. It does take time, but you know, you want good quality, then we want to bring out the good stuff to help make it happen. Check this out, guys. Look at this bag. Look at the size of this thing compared to Josh. We got this for a really great deal on B&H, one of their flash deals. We were using my porta brace bag and it was okay, but we couldn't rig it out like this. Look at all that space. Yeah, lenses and junk. And still, transmission, mat box, battery.
Basically just have to take off the monitor. And that's about it.
Yeah, because we run like a big old 7-inch monitor on top of it.
Which you can slip in nice and safe in there. Got the color card, shotgun mic, all kinds of stuff in here.
We weren't running sound today, so that wasn't necessary to have a shotgun mic. Look at that. If we were running a smaller monitor, like a 5-inch, we could just fold that over. Look at all that space on top. I've been on Josh about starting up the vlogs. So you guys jump in the comments and tell them to hurry up.
360.
We got a 360.
I have to edit mine now, that's the problem.
I get to edit mine on the phone.
I can't do that. Oh, it's so big.
So tell Josh to hurry up so you can get some more stuff to watch.
I know, right?
On his channel and mine. And as you saw earlier, we packed the cart nice and I love it when you can break it down. It's just nice and snug in the corner there. We got plenty of room for everything else. Look at that.
Where's your gimbal ring gonna go?
Somewhere face down on top of the blanket. Now when we get the production van, it'll be a different story because we'll have a lot more room.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we won't have to break down the cart.
And we'll just roll the whole thing in and out. We don't have to do any of this.
Yep.
Way faster.
Way faster, way easier. But as it now stands, this is the case.
Let's pull your monitor off.
It's all right. More breaking down. Let's just watch Josh do all the work. I'm kidding. Whenever we come film in the school district, we always hit this local restaurant called Ebenezer's. And it is one of the best Mexican restaurants that you could eat at this town. Just check out what I'm getting here every time. Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen. Good tacos, good torta.